Alright, so what I wanted to do is just put together a quick little video about the safest, most efficient way of rewrapping your batteries. Now, in no way am I trying to sound any more knowledgeable or superior or arrogant, but I've been doing it for a while, guys, and I learned a lot of mistakes along the way. Trial and error, and I just want to save you guys the trouble that I went through, so you don't have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. I just wrapped these ones. Got some pink battery wraps. Okay, so let's get right into it here. Most important thing is there's gonna be an insulator ring, a white insulator ring on the top. That is not trash. That is a big deal, because when these batteries are bare, I'll show you what I mean right now, okay? Let's do this. Always start from the bottom. Don't start from the top. I'm going to tell you why as soon as we get this wrap off, okay? Now, these are brand new Samsung 25Rs. All right. You know what? Another good thing about rewrapping my batteries is you can always tell if their clones are authentic. You know why? Because if you know your batteries, start from the bottom. If you know your batteries, you know where the QC marks are. They're almost microscopic, but there are QC marks on authentic batteries. For instance, the 25Rs, you're going to see a little divot underneath that positive connection. Okay? When you take this battery wrap off, if you look at it at the right angle, you will see the QC divot in there. That's their mark. They do all kinds of shit like that. They put them on the bottom. Sometimes they'll put a little divot right on the bottom. There's all kinds of different little QC marks for industry insiders. You know what I mean? But try not to make it too obvious. Telling you what, this industry is kind of funny. But anyways, so start from the bottom. Don't start from the top, okay? All I did is cut myself a little slit, you know? Get it going. It's gonna come right off. Rip that motherfucker right off, okay? Now this. Alright? This is trash. This blue wrap, that's garbage, okay? This white ring, that's not garbage. That's a big deal, okay? Let me tell you why. A lot of people think on a battery, because they're used to Duracells, positive, negative, right? Negative's way down here, positive's way up here. Not the case. With this battery wrap off and this battery naked like this inside that insulation, this little centerpiece right here, that's your positive. Everything else that's metal on this battery is your ground, negative, okay? So in other words, this is how close you are to a dead short with a naked battery. This is positive, that's negative. All you gotta do is touch it. You see that? Bad news. This is why this isn't a very safe thing to do if you're not experienced with how these batteries work. These are not your grandmother's AA's. I cannot stress that enough, okay? Alright, let's wipe this off a little. They're going to be a little greasy because they got factory, machines that slide these wraps on, and it's, lubricated and shit. So we're going to wipe it off a little bit there. Always save this insulator ring. It's not just the top. See how the blue wrap goes over a little bit? That's nothing. That's not going to protect you. That's going to rip. That's going to catch on a clip and pull a little bit eventually. When that happens, you're exposed. That's a dead short waiting to happen. You don't want that. All right, so let's get into this. Got my battery down. Pre-cut some vinyl. Oracle 651, okay? I'm going to line this up nice and proper. Real proper, okay? Because there's no half stepping. Go hard or go home, right? Okay, here we go. We're going to line this up as best as we can. Alright? We don't want the air pockets in there either. So we'll start from one side. Work it. Flip the other side right over. Beautiful, okay? Beautiful. Now, I've seen some weirdo. I'm going to trim this right here. Got a little tiny, get rid of that. Alright, now I've seen guys on the internet, they'll use friggin' tape, plastic, a shipping tape to wrap their batteries. I'd like to see how that worked out for them a week later, but I know they're not going to be posting those pictures. Oh yeah, I just use tape. Works great. Yeah, sure it does. It works great for 10 minutes. Alright, so this is not even close to done. Okay, this is vinyl. We still got the danger zone wide open right there. Okay? Like I said, all it takes, this is a tiny little thin, 1 mil razor blade. Does not take much at all. So what do you think is going to happen if you put that in a box mod and the clip catches both that and that? That's a dead short. Okay? That's when you see batteries vent. Now this stuff right here, you can either be a consumer and buy 4-packs. Alright, they already got it cut to size for you. They tell you it's for your 18650 batteries. But this stuff has a lot of applications in electronics. So if you know your diameters and you know what you're getting, you can score this shit by the roll for pennies on the dollar. You can get rolls of this shit for $3-4. Or you can go to some website, vape website. I'm not trying to diss anybody, but hey, people are gonna spend the money, they might as well, right? But I'm trying to save you guys some money. You know, it doesn't grow on trees. This is 28.5 centimeter roll, okay? It's not gonna say 18650 batteries, it's not gonna say nothing, it's just gonna say heat shrink and then the diameters, okay? But if you know your diameters, you can get rolls of this stuff. That's how I get it. Because it comes in all different shapes and sizes. Alright, so we're going to size it up just like that. Okay? Now, this is kind of irrelevant because if I send you guys battery wraps, they're going to be cut. And I'm going to send a couple guys some wraps with the group buy we just did on the Samsung 25Is. So I just want to make sure you guys are doing this safe. I don't want to send you something and be responsible for mishap. Alright? Cut that motherfucker right there. Beautiful. Alright, done deal. We got our 2 wraps. I got all kinds of colors too. And I cut them up. I throw them on eBay. 4-packs for a few bucks. Whatever. But you know, telling you guys, the choice is yours. There's better ways to do things. You just gotta look. You gotta dig deep. Don't just jump on the first thing that comes to you. Consumerism is one hell of a drug. Alright, now we're gonna slide this right on. I'm not gonna put, you know what? Let's put a graphic on here. I'm gonna put my Vape Light graphic on here. And these ones I put, these were some graphics I cut on vinyl that were a little too big for what I was using them for, so I had them laying around. So we did a little spiral action on the batteries there. Worked out pretty good. And you see how I absolutely kept that insulator, the white insulator ring? You need to keep that there. That's huge. That's huge. That is what's saving you right there from that battery dead shorting in a mod. These batteries ain't no joke, you know. A lot of people underestimate the power of lithium ions, especially lipos. Lithium polymers. Lithium, all lithium-based batteries can do bad things. They're not your button cells. If you take apart a AAA battery, you'll see that it's just a bunch of little button cells in there. This is not the case with these. Okay? Alright, now we got that graphic on. I'm probably running out of time on the video, but we'll see what we can do, okay? Alright, we're just gonna do one battery. Keep this video short and sweet, no bullshit. Okay? When I do my vinyl, when I peel off the pre-mask, always keep that fold. There's another little hint that's going to help you. Always keep that fold and you won't be lifting up any letters, any pieces. Keep a little fold. Okay? Okay. Blam. Alright, now we're going to slip on this. We're going to slip this wrap right on. These are specifically for batteries. This isn't just your regular heat shrink. This stuff is for batteries. You want to watch out for the girth and the thickness of your batteries. See, sometimes I print out inkjet graphics. Instead of vinyl, I'll use inkjet graphics and just wrap them like that. For instance, I'll show you right here. These ones are, these were printed out on an inkjet. Okay? But you gotta watch out for your thickness or you're gonna start having trouble getting them in mods, and especially tube mods. So when I do inkjet graphics, I use parchment paper, super thin. It's super thin. Okay? Now we're just gonna slide that right on. Now, we only want a tiny, tiny little bit coming over that negative end. Okay? Because when you put this in a battery sled or a box mod, you need to make sure those clips make contact. If this battery wrap comes up and over too far, the clips are going to hit that battery wrap and you're going to get a shitty connection. Okay? The top's a little different. You can come up a little further on the top. You can actually snug it right up around that insulator ring. Okay, so now that I got this wrap on, I'm going to pop my insulator ring in there. Do not, that's pretty much the whole reason I'm making this video. Two biggest reasons is to start from the bottom, and do not ever do this without putting those insulator rings back in. That is huge. That little tiny ring is a big, big deal. Trust me. Please, please just take my word for it. Alright? I've seen stuff happen. Learn from my mistakes. Alright. Now when we put this on the hot air gun, usually a good 10 seconds will do, alright? You want to watch out for the heat on your battery. These are lithium ion cells. They can take a beating, but you still want to be careful with your heat, alright? So let's do this. Now we want to do the top first and let it wrap up right over that insulator so we don't go flying. Okay, now that I got the top and bottom snug, this is my little trick I do, okay? I don't know if you can see, but I let the air push it, and I let the battery roll. And I just do that a few times. So you're not getting too much heat in the same spot all at once, okay? That's a wrap. Here's your battery. Custom rewraps. Right out of the workshop of Vape Technologies. Alright? Here you go. How cool is that? You want to impress people? For $2? Take care, guys.